Hey, before we start this episode, I want to let you know that we got a new live training starting April 11th. It's the 10X Your Fanbase 5-day challenge, where I'm going to be going live every single day from 11 to 1 p.m. 11 to 12 is the VIP, where you get to ask me Q&A, and then 12 to 1 is going to be the main challenge, where I'm going to be teaching you how to 10X your fan base, run Facebook ads, build your email list, all that stuff. It's going to be so awesome. I'll put the link below this video, but you should be able to get there from 10xyourfanbase.com or smartmusicbusiness.com, which is going to be awesome. So I want to talk to you about 10xing your fan base today and the amount of, effort that it requires, because we think we can just do something and do a little bit of it, but we expect a 10x result. We want to do little work, but we want a massive result. And one example I want to give you is when I was booking shows. And I know guys that would try and book shows back in the day and book a tour. And I realized I'd send out a lot of emails and I wasn't getting a lot of responses. And I'd maybe send out 5 or 10 and I'd sometimes not even get a response. But when I turned that up to 50 a day, I started to get responses. When I made it a goal to hit 100 a day, I started to get a lot more responses. And so the point I'm trying to make here is that you're putting in this little bit of effort and you're expecting this big results when you need to crank up the effort. You need to leverage more. You need to do more. This is the same thing with Facebook ads. All right. I started off at $5, $10 a day. Right now we're doing about $350 a day. I want to get back to 1,000 like I've talked about. But it's when I break through those higher numbers that I start to see the waterfall effect. I start to see the overflow. I start to see everything really getting a bump. And it's not just because I'm spending more money. Obviously, the ad has to be good. The offer has to be good. But the point is, by spending more money, what's happening? Well, I'm getting more impressions. More people are seeing the ad, right? As opposed to just $5 to $10 a day, only a small portion of people are seeing the ad. But when I crank that up and I widen my audience, well, now I'm being seen more. And by being seen more, I'm getting more sales. I'm seeing everything get a bump up. Well, this is the same thing with radio. You're chasing maybe one little radio station or a couple little radio stations, but first of all, they might only be playing you at night. They might be a small station, so they only reach tens of thousands, where you need to get on multiple stations or those big stations that reach millions potentially, right? That's when you start to see the bigger effect happen. This is the same thing if you want to run Spotify ads. And you're like, oh, you just try the smallest little amount. You just do 250. And you wonder, and you say it didn't work, right? But first of all, the ad was wrong. And because I don't want to encourage just spending more money, because a lot of times I do know artists that have spent a lot of money, but you didn't have the stuff right. And so the ad was wrong. The song wasn't good enough. There's so many things wrong, but you did spend a lot of money, but you didn't get a result. So this is twofold. The song has to be good. The ad has to be right. The call to action, what you're offering, has to be awesome, right? And everything has to be good. The video, the part of the video that you're showing. But then the point is that, okay, for some of you that get even all that right, you spent all your money on the creative, you have zero left for marketing, and you think marketing doesn't work, but you didn't put any money into it, really, or you put it in the wrong place. Right? And you need to realize that, look, if you want a big 10x result, you've got to do 10x things. What about hiring someone to do a viral video for you? What about hiring social influencers, people to post on your behalf? You're like, well, who do I contact? I don't know. Look up some people that you like. Social influencers that you like, and DM them. How much do you charge, man? See if they're into it. It could be a freaking UFC fighter, could be a sports player, could be a smaller celeb, could be a blogger, could be someone into fashion, could be anything. Go look them up. Go do your work. Go find people. Find 5, 10. DM them. Hey, I'm a rock artist. I'm a hip hop artist. I've got this song. I know I can see that you're into music. See if they've even posted stuff about hip hop or country or whatever genre you're in. and spend some money, get them to do the post for you. That might be better than an ad. It's something that we're looking into to do more, to not just do ads, but get the referrals, because that's really what you're paying for, right? You're paying for a post to get a referral, and if they're digging it and they like it and it matches and they tell all their fan base about it, well, geez, you're paying for what's it called? Like just that someone like repping you, you know what I mean? Endorsing you. That's what I'm talking about. It's like a paid endorsement, right? And that can go really far, as opposed to just cold ads, right? But when this so-and-so is suggesting it, oh, hot dang, man, I'm going to check that out. So there's a lot of different ways to 10x your marketing, but you need to think about it this way. Like, I don't just want one influencer. I want to get 10. What if you hired 15 and you did pay them $250 or $500 a post or whatever, and it all went on this specific day, and that way you can track the data and you're like, whoa, I got a lift in whatever it is I was selling or promoting, right? And then a whole bunch of people check it out. I know this one guy I reached out to, I forget what it was. It was pretty expensive, but he gets insane amount of traffic, right? And it's just like, it does really, really well. And so you might want to think about reaching out and just think out of the box marketing. Well, this is the same thing with you playing shows. Let's go back to this. So you could do book your own shows, right? And you can do all the cold emails or all that and stuff. But why not hit up 50 different bands or booking agents or managers and try and buy onto that tour, as opposed to you just booking the tour? Why can't you try to buy on, and then you're in front of a 10 times bigger audience? And what if you do 10 big tours that year? Like, it was incredible to me back in the day when we would do a tour and it was great, got paid or whatever, but then I'd be in front of, I don't know, maybe a couple thousand people that whole 10-day tour, but then I go play one show. And that one show, I'm in front of 2,000 plus people, or I'm in front of 10,000 people. I think the biggest show we've ever done is 18,000 people. And so, like, holy smokes, doing the exact same show, putting out way less effort, but getting a 10x result. Like, that's what we're talking about here. And that's why I want you to join the 10x Your Fanbase 5-day challenge, because I know it's going to help you out. Okay, it's limited spots. There's only 100 spots, and I encourage you to upgrade to the VIP so that you can ask me questions. All right, to get into the to ask me questions, you've got to join the VIP. All right, it's 5 days. April 11th, we're starting it. It's on a Monday. We're going for 5 days from 11 till 1 p.m. 11 to 12 is the VIP Q&A, and then 12 to 1 is the training, right? And so we're going to be covering so much, man. Putting together the proper asset and offer to your fans, and then how to promote and market it, and also grow your email list. And I can't tell you how important. And again, it was interesting. I was talking to a pretty big music company out of Europe, and they wanted to partner with me on something. And what was one of the first questions he asked, or what was the big question that I knew he was asked? How big is your email list? How big is your email list? Because they wanted to leverage that for something, and that is priceless. You didn't ask me how big my social media numbers were, even though that's important too. He probably asked me what my engagement is, but he was very interested in the email list. And so in this challenge, I'm going to be showing you how to build an email list of super fans. It's going to be so awesome. It's going to be so fun. So go to smartmusicbusiness.com or 10xyourfanbase.com. I'll put the link below this video so you can find out more information about that. But it's going to be so fun, and I look forward to blowing it up and working with you and chatting with you and helping you blow up your music career. Hey, I want to remind you that a fighter isn't someone who never fails. A fighter is someone who never quits. Peace.